Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the tag team tournament where we got the Dilfs. Yes, I apologize for such a dirty name, but it's funny. And which consists of Mr. Gistario, or Tom, and the Aurora's dad, David. Both of them are fierce competitors, old veterans experienced in the art of wrestling. Tom, you've seen in plenty of in the last Royal Rumble, who did pretty decently, and David, a newcomer to the tag team arena, but I think these guys have a definite winning chance over their opponents, the Alternates. Both of these guys are pretty pumped up to fight today, and they are going to be facing off against Young Scrooge and the Comrade. Both of them are pretty damn excited. Both young, experienced fighters in the ring. Young Scrooge you saw in the last Royal Rumble, and you saw the Comrade in the last Royal Rumble. However, you did not get to see the full extent of what they were able to do, unfortunately, because they were eliminated early in the whole entire matchup. But I think both of them have a pretty good chance today. They are the number 6th seed in this competition against the I forget what seed the Dilfs are. Or they might be the 5th or something. But who cares about seeds? It is really unpredictable, and currently the match has just started, and currently it looks like Young Scrooge is taking down Mr. Gistario in such an early start to the match. Does not look good for Tom right now, but he does not care. He will go for Young Scrooge, and he is taking him down with him. I think this is going to be a pretty good matchup. It is it's far more fair matchup, and a quite exciting one. Currently, here goes the Dilfs for a tag team move, and they hurt Young Scrooge severely. Trying to beat him up right now. I apologize for such a raspy voice, but it is just the way it is. And what a slam by David, and that must have hurt for Young Scrooge. But Young Scrooge looks like he reverses David. David is new, so I don't know how he'll fare. He looks like he's getting... No, he takes down Simon, not the other way around. It looks like David's doing pretty good, and he takes him down. I'm pretty sure that Young Scrooge does not stand much of a chance against David, but not the way it looks like right now, as going for a neck breaker, hurting that neck severely. I'll say this, the Alternates, the reason why you may not see Young Scrooge or the Comrade with the Gistario brothers is because they've only been featured in a few videos in the Gistario series, and well, the Dilfs came from a request of a few fans, so that is basically it. And it looks like David gets reversed by Young Scrooge. That does not look good. Currently, it looks like David might be getting hurt quite a bit by Young Scrooge right now. Young Scrooge has not switched out with the Comrade at all, and he's gotten hurt a little bit. But I don't know. He looks pretty confident. But now I know he finally calls in the Comrade to take care of business. And here goes to the tag team move. That looks like it hurt quite a bit. If you are David right now, that looks quite painful. And another elbow drop by the Comrade. The Comrade, the Soviet tank. He is not afraid to take down this man, but no, he gets taken down instead by David. It looks like David, on the other hand, he might be getting a bit on the damage side. I'd say he should probably switch out with Mr. Gistario if I were him, but currently he's getting beat up too much to probably care, but he is going into the corner, and he calls in Mr. Gistario finally. And Mr. Gistario against the Comrade, these two are kind of rivals, but what is Mr. Gistario doing? He could have just stayed in and beat him up more, but goes for a tag team move instead, hurting the Comrade, but does not do enough significant damage to actually do anything. Instead, he tries to headbutt Young Scrooge out of the ring, fails, as you just saw there, and now he's trying to take out Young Scrooge for a possible advantage in the future, and he looks like he may, but it does not look like so right now, as he looks like he is getting beat up by now both Young Scrooge and the Comrade. This does not look good. Here comes Mr. Gistario trying to help out his teammate, and it looks like maybe David's doing okay, but currently the ref is counting down for disqualifications and Mr. Stario is thrown back into the ring, and currently Comrade is beating the crap out of David right now. Does not look good, and he is getting continuously beat up by Young Scrooge. Young Scrooge is grabbing David, but no, David flings Young Scrooge back into the ring, and he aims to hurt Young Scrooge, who hasn't even been called in yet. This seems quite strange, as he shouldn't really be doing this, but focusing on the Comrade instead, but he is getting beat up. He's trying to call in Mr. Gestario, but it does not look good, and as just the kind of boring clips going on after that. Currently, the Comrade goes for a slam on David. Really, Mr. Gestario was actually never called in those past few minutes, as he was beaten up quite a bit. Here comes the Comrade for a pin. 1, 2, but only 2 counts. There is no takeout there. Currently, David gets counter-blocked by Comrade, who's slamming the crap out of his opponent, and here comes Young Scrooge. Will he be finishing off his opponent? And he goes for what a rope jump, and that must have hurt like crazy. If you're David, he looks like he's quite stunned. He should probably go and call in for Mr. Gestario right now. He gets slammed down again. It does not look good right now for David. He's getting dragged out into the middle of the ring. Here goes the pin. We have a count of 1. But nope, that was skipped. I apologize. That was not a successful pin, but here we go. 1, 2, 3. And currently, Young Scrooge and the Alternates win the match. Congratulations to them.